Oh, wow. That's great.
Oh no, Chris. How do we switch this?
It's not the first person that's happened to.
I might have bounced at that point. Okay, so no subscription required. We're paying a monthly fee.
It's $20.
But it's not subscription. Hello and welcome back to the Subscription Review Show. I'm Paul Chambers.
And I'm Chris George.
And we're here to help you get the blueprint for subscription success. We go through, we're going to assess from start to finish the subscription business that we're reviewing today, which is
StitchFix's. Super exciting. Big brand, publicly traded company.
And here's the fun part is we're going to pick some styles and outfits for Chris today. We're going to sign him up for it. But prior to the recording here today, I have been outfitted and styled. Coincidentally, that was done by my brother, my mother, and my sister together. They usually style me anyway. So this is like my normal dress attire for work. T-shirt. And it's got to be a cool t-shirt. This is how I normally dress for success. Take it or leave it for what it's worth. All right, so we're going to start off here today with our Google search.
Clothing subscription is probably what I would type in.
Okay, let's do clothing subscription. Clothing subscription.
Oh, what do you know?
All right, so the number one ad that came up there is Stitch Fix.
Number two.
Rent the Runway.
Number three.
Nordstrom Trunk Club.
Yep.
Man, what we'd expect, kind of the top ones there. And then we started to get into the organic results of best clothing subscription boxes.
Yep.
BuzzFeed has some articles out here. There's all sorts of articles. It would probably be really hard to rank for organically for clothing subscriptions.
I mean, this article's from April 19th, 2021.
Yeah, pretty current.
Yeah.
You know, and you click into that. Stitch Fix, of course, in there, Trunk Club. So the usual Fabletics, the usual suspects.
Yeah, there's a lot in here. All companies that have been at SubSummit.
Yes.
And you should be there too.
We're just on the homepage now. Immediate CTA of Take Your Style Quiz.
Yep.
They're promoting this Discover a New Shopping Experience. Interesting.
I think it's hard to read.
It is. It's light on light.
Get your style 100% inspired by you, women, men, kids.
Would you do this for your kids? Like, would you do this for kids? I don't know if I'd want to spend that much money. They're out playing in the dirt and roughing around.
I don't like shopping. I like buying, so I like to have things delivered to me.
2 ways to find what you love. First, get the clothing hand selected by our expert stylist and instantly buy items curated just for your style. Okay, so no subscription required. We're paying a monthly fee.
It's $20.
But it's not subscription. A little sus.
Little sus.
It's interesting language, right?
Oh, yeah, because they can use the $20 towards the product they keep something. But if you don't buy anything, $20 is what you paid.
You're paying your fix fee. Isn't that what they call it?
Yeah, $20 fixed styling fee. Yeah. So it's arguably a subscription. Yeah. I believe it to be one.
If you're paying a fee on a monthly recurring basis,
yep,
I think it's a subscription. But free shipping, returns and exchanges, personalized styles, fit and prices.
Yep. So
again, like driving into the style quiz.
Oh, streetwear, that's my style, dog. Like, I should be that guy right now.
I see no t-shirts in here.
Yeah, because it's not like cool. Like, I'm cool.
This is cool though. This t-shirt is cool.
Yeah, 1985.
They talk about the sizes, so it's interesting.
Big and tall. Guys like me, big and tall.
Yeah.
I'm more tall now than I am big though.
I think you're perfect.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So we've got the brands in here. And then again, like taking the style quiz.
This is the bottom of it.
There's not much social proof, right?
It's not even that. It's just like a basic Shopify site, feels like. Not that Shopify sites are bad. I'm just saying it's just basic.
For such a large company, you'd expect more.
Yeah. Expect it like...
You expect...
I don't know.
Things to come flying in. And
just a little bit cooler UX. Yeah, but maybe simple works.
I think it works. But again, like... We're missing the social proof, maybe on the, the how it works page. Let's check that out for a second here. So they talk about the personalized stylist aspect of it, talk about the fact that you only pay for what you keep. I feel like it's telling you a lot about how it works. It's not pulling on like the emotional chords a lot here. Why you should dress for success or why you should be styled. Or
the true convenience, the convenience, but like,
convenience.
Here's your opportunity to have things delivered to your door. The convenience of that, the opportunity to discover new products that you might like that you might not have personally bought yourself if you went shopping. That's what curation's about, right? Consumers in general don't like to make decisions. They're making decisions for you, and I think you need to play off that a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. So this takes you through multiple steps here of how it Again, no subscription required.
This money is charged when the stylist begins selecting fits for you. Credited towards anything you decide to buy. And if you don't buy,
$20 styling fee is charged when the stylist.
And you get a discount if you buy everything in there. So I think they give you bigger discounts the more items you keep, which is cool and smart.
So there's a real person behind this. This is not AI. That's interesting because in my mind, I would imagine the sign up process is, do you like this or do you like this? Do you like this or do you like this? And then it picks stuff.
You don't think there's any AI?
I'm sure there's some.
Yeah.
There's got to be.
Maybe the AI takes me to the right stylist.
So I talked to my mom, my brother, and sister who did this for me. And they said there were a couple of emails back and forth, actually.
Oh, wow.
And that the stylist had sent, do you think, would you like this or this? And narrowed it down.
That's really, really interesting.
Want to start with the style quiz?
Let's go.
Or I want to look at...
Well, let's look at social impact.
That's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
They talk about sustainability, equity here. They support, BIPOC-owned apparel and accessories companies. It's really neat. It's nice that they show that. I think, in my mind, social impact was like a give back type thing that they were doing. But
recycle of the clothes or something. Interesting. Okay.
Let's look here at the style guide for a second. The fall shirt guide. Why is that the first piece of content? We're not even into summer.
Yeah, it should be the summer.
And the other thing that's really interesting to know, when we went to sustainability, the navigation changed, kept you in sustainability, gave you pieces there and said it took you back to Stitch Fix. Same thing here, going into the style guide. It gives you a totally different navigation. You can get back to Stitch Fix, or you can even get started from there, keeping you honed in on where they want you to go and where you're living there.
That'll style me up.
All right, let's do it. One thing to note here that they show various different body shapes, types. It seems they're really about diversity and inclusion. This is interesting. There's no CTA in the nav right now.
That is interesting. It should be in the nav.
All right, let's do this for you. How much time and effort?
None. How often do you try the latest styles and trends?
Do you want me to answer this question for you?
Yeah.
It's pretty rarely.
Okay.
Get styles in your price range. Okay, so we're going to do chris@SUBTA.com. What are the reasons?
So one thing to note there, he asks us 2 questions, so 2 micro comments, and then asks us for an email fast. So if we bail, they can now reach out to me.
Oh, that's super interesting. I wonder how relevant those questions are even.
None. Oh, no, maybe, but I might have left. It was too early for me. I want to go through this, so I'm pissed that they got the email that fast.
I mean, I would imagine for such a large company, being a publicly traded company, that they've
but we saw some things that Disney Plus could do better. They didn't have a good retention. Like, you never know.
That's true. So, fun fact, too, by the way, this is one of the few female-founded IPOs ever to go public. Very few companies out there.
Kudos to her.
Women-owned businesses have gone public, and they're less than 100. And so it's awesome to have Stitch Fix as part of our community. So let's see here. What are the reasons you're excited to try Stitch Fix?
Discover new trends.
What is this your style?
Nah.
Is that even...
You want to wear that long cardigan?
Do we go to women? We started from women. Wow. We were browsing around the women page and we started from there.
This is unbelievable. So now what? How do you get to the men?
Oh no, Chris. How do we switch this?
It's not the first person that's happened to.
We're going to have to cut all of this.
Stand by, time out. We're back. We're doing this under incognito now. Here's the reality is we couldn't find an easy way to change it over to men's or women's. I might have bounced at that point because I could not find an easy way. I could have said, screw it. I'm not doing this.
Oh,
this makes more sense. A little more like Chris.
What would I like to wear?
I'm so curious what my family picked for me.
Where do you typically shop? Not there.
Next. When is your birthday?
I don't know. When is my birthday, partner?
April. Something.
I know yours is in September.
What?
28th.
Dang it. Wow, you're good. How often do you wear everyday casual pieces?
Every day.
What types of shoes you never want your stylist to send?
Oh, I can take a pair of sandals. I can take a driver's.
Okay.
I can take casual sneakers.
Patterns. Not your style, not your style, not your style, not your style, not your style. Solid colors. Anything else you want your stylist to know? This is for the chairman of the Subscription Trade Association. And now we wait. All right, so StitchFix's, we're not a subscription service. These guys, the show's called Subscription Review, but important point, they're still subscription. Like, how is this not?
Uncheck that.
Are you sure? Most of our clients love receiving Stitch Fix regularly.
No, order on demand. That means they're just going to send me one.
Like, I wholeheartedly disagree with this. We're not a subscription
I know, but if you uncheck, they're not.
Sure, I get that, but you're defaultly checking this off, and you're giving me
I agree with you.
recurring options in here. And I guess for them, maybe it's that they've found that this language, or maybe there's fear of being on a subscription, which I call total BS on.
Yeah, I mean, it's about building a relationship with the consumer, and subscriptions are everywhere.
Come on live with us, Stitch Fix. We'll talk about it.
Yes. I will judge fairly and unbiased.
Yeah. All right, so we've selected the next available delivery window for you. Looks like there's some challenges with COVID and delivery. That's nice to keep you informed. All right, so we went through the ordering process. So this is interesting. In preview,
I got an upsell for kids too.
Oh, that's cool. So they got an upsell on there.
Preview your fix. Preview before it ships.
By popular request, you can now preview your stylus picks and choose which items you'd
I like
to
that
receive.
zip up, Matt. I swear.
So you're gonna add a note.
You can add some extras to your fix.
You can also reschedule your fix, cancel this fix, or sign up for an automatic fixes. So that's the subscription where you get the automatic fixes. Let's go through the cancel this fix process. Are you sure you want to cancel your fix? If you cancel, the next available fix is May 20th. That's the same one anyway.
Oh, that's just to cancel that one coming. You already paid for that one. That one's coming.
I got you.
So schedule it for the 20th.
Schedule your fix.
Or cause major havoc in this thing.
Chris, your next fix is scheduled.
Yeah. They're probably like, what is this chairman of SUBTA doing? Should I pull up my emails?
Yeah, let's check those out. While you pull that up, I'm going to open up the box set we got styled for me. Here it is.
So we got a Stitch Fix, create your password.
That's it. Yeah, because you're right. We never actually created an account for you.
Which we probably need to do that.
That's it so far. We'll probably get some more emails as the time comes. So
Got
let's take a look at this box.
So strong. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like we're gonna have a nicer box. Clearly this was jam-packed in here. I'm opening this up and I don't love this presentation. This is a brown paper bag. Little rips here.
A little underwhelming, right? Wow. I feel like there's a lot.
Some nice jeans.
Look at this.
Are these kids or men's?
They did look a little small though when you first pulled them out there.
You can probably rock these.
Oh yeah.
Got a nice little tee for you.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you're definitely not wearing this.
That's not my style.
They got the style wrong on this one. You got some shoes here.
Shoes.
Hold on, let's see what we got here. What's this?
Oh, look at this. A nice little envelope. Hopefully it's a love letter from my stylist. Well, hello there. So look at this. So we've got a note here. Hi, Paul. It's a pleasure to stylist.
Hi, Paul.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's great.
To start, the slim fit colored denim from Mavi is a great everyday. So it goes through to describe everything. How did I do on this fix? Do you like the tops I included? Oh, sorry, I said tops. These are
you
tops.
pointed at the shoes.
I pointed at sneakers, like high tops. Let me know, Madison. It might be nice to like put a face with a name.
If you wear these shoes.
I don't know, man. They're kind of fun.
Okay.
It's interesting. So they line item everything out, what it costs. I'm like blown away at the cost of clothes. And then you get a 25% discount if you take it all.
Well, we're not taking that button down.
No. I'm going to go try one of these. I'm going to go style this together real quick.
I'll be right back. You're not wearing the shoes.
All right.
Honestly, they look good. They look good. The pants look like they fit good.
Do you flex when you try and close? Do you do
How's
that?
the shirt?
The shirt's nice. It feels really good. I'm actually going to use this to sleep in at night because it's so soft.
So soft.
Like, I really like this.
So here's what's
I have my
interesting.
SubSummit socks on today, too, by the way.
Is those pants, you can get them here, they're $98. So there's no cost savings unless you buy everything as a whole. So that's where they're making up their margin by giving you a discount by taking everything. But if I was them, they have to be super strategic here, right? Like the items you pick, you better be spot on if you want to get everybody to buy everything.
This isn't my style. It's in this bag. This is too thin to me.
And here's the convenience thing, right? They give you the prepaid package label for you to throw the clothes you don't want in.
Overall, good experience. You know, I think there are a lot of questions. That was time consuming, but if you're into it, if you're interested in it, it's something you want to do. I think it's worth it. For somebody that doesn't have a sense of fashion and style, like if I didn't have my mom, my sister, and my brother helping me, we have support in our lives. But for somebody who maybe doesn't have that support,
This can be convenient.
Yeah.
I mean, look at overall Stitch Fix. They built a really good business, and they were able to scale the personal shopping experience that you couldn't do there. My stylist can only help so many people.
Yeah.
Stitch Fix scaled this. So
Absolutely.
they did a really, really good job. And there's a lot of things that can be learned about the way they did that. I think on the operational side, the things that we're not seeing are on the back end.
Right.
That makes their business so successful. So kudos to you guys. You know, there's probably things that they could do to make the UX a little bit better. I feel like there's a lot of questions, but they're probably doing that because they want to be super accurate.
You know, great different way to look at subscription. I know they said throughout the process, several times that they don't consider themselves a subscription, but it's a unique way to approach it where they have that fixed monthly fee, and then you put it towards the items. You know, just kind of something different to think about and look at for a subscription business you might be building.
Who do we got next on the docket?
Next up is Truebill.
Interesting. That's a different approach.
Yeah, it'll be fun to review them because subscriptions are so much part of our lives that we need ways to manage those subscriptions, and Truebill is one of those that does that. They themselves are a subscription. They help you manage their subscriptions, so it'll be fun to check that out.
Cool.
If you like today's episode, make sure you hit like buttons, you leave comments below, tell us what you think of Stitch Fix. Please subscribe, share, all the awesome things. It truly helps us. It lets us know what you think of what we're doing.
And a couple quick notes. We've got SubSummit, September 21st to the 23rd. A lot of these brands that we review will be there, so make sure you're there. Tons of great networking. And then we've got our Cube Awards and pitch competition. There's opportunities to apply for those. There'll be links in the bio. So hope to see everybody.
Get involved. Thanks for coming, everybody, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Subscription Review.